What's up? What's up, Wheatfield? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is your girl La T here at Tears and We Throw Show, where you show enough, never know what you're gonna get. We are bringing message number 2. Feeling some additional energy for the day, so we gonna get that out. Ashe, if you wanna hang around and vibe with your girl, please do. Please do stick around. Stick around. Welcome my wheat. Welcome to you. If you new. If you new, welcome. Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I pray you vibe. If you vibe, subscribe. If it end up being a message that you care about, share it out. Share it out. Sharing is caring. And if you want to come back on the daily and get this spell, hit that little noti bell to let you know when we throw some of these things up. Yes. We are just going through shuffling a few decks that we have on the table. I feel like it's something else that we need to get that we don't have out. So we're going to get that. Yes, Father. I do see something that's in here that doesn't belong. What is that? The Hermit. The Spirit says there's something else on this shelf over here that we need to get that we don't have out. So we're going to follow the Spirit. We have the influence here that we just shuffled. I feel like the Spirit for somebody that's hermit space coming in the inside and just sitting in that area, or influences that are pushing you inside, like something to make you discover a little bit more about self, or just the influences around you, or maybe your I do feel a couple of things like influences like from society in terms of media. I see the headphones, what this person is listening to, eyes wide open, like maybe they're watching something or they're seeing some things as well. um the mouth to me is cracked open, so it could be like they're speaking and conversing, talking about things. So maybe you could be a podcaster, maybe you could be a influencer, you could be a creator, you could be listening to things that are having an influence on you. And I think that your spirit is trying to guide you in a certain direction. We also have despondence here, which is somebody listening to their spirit, but not necessarily always agreeing or understanding what is being told to them. Or maybe you are feeling a certain kind of way and you're going to the spirit for guidance, and the spirit is leading you towards making a decision. And look what just came right back out, the Hermit. The Hermit is saying it's time for you to go inside. Yeah, maybe somebody is experiencing some anxiety. That's why I was feeling like you are speaking with the spirit, but either not necessarily liking what you're hearing, or you're upset and you're going to the spirit for guidance because you're upset because of this anxiety. Maybe there's issues, there's conflict, and it could be, again, what you're taking in. I feel like somebody is sensitive with this artist card, and maybe you're in a space of learning, what it is that you're going to stand up for, whether that's in self or things like that. With the Rebel card, somebody who's learning something about themselves, something that is being brought out by what you're listening to, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what's being spoken about around you. And I do feel like somebody is speaking and working in the spirit. These two, the Hermit and that Despondence card together. I see a choice that's coming. With this Justice card, we have a Justice card sitting here. So I feel this choice, especially with the Two of Swords, and behind that, look, Judgment. We have Justice and Judgment right behind each other. So somebody's going to be making a righteous choice, because right behind that we have Hierophant. And I think it's going to be a choice to end some of these things that are having a particular type of influence upon you. Something that maybe, again, you're dealing with in the spirit, in that hermit space. Thank you, Father, for being here and guiding these messages. Let them be for self-edification, as I may edify you, Father, in my growth and in my maturity and knowledge. The Father, again, the Spirit is guiding. Looking for guidance in the Spirit. We have delay here. The delay, the hangman is upside down, so it's almost like you're being enlightened. You've seen some stuff. You're getting some clarity. But I still feel, indecision over what that choice is going to be. Thank you, Father, for it. Yeah, it's time. Look at this with the star karma and the star is here to affirm this other star. But like I was saying, I feel like somebody has either been under the influence of some stuff, or whatever you're hearing, you're seeing, you're watching, or speaking about has had an influence on you and is driving you into the spirit in order to get some guidance, right? And you're being guided in the spirit, and the karma, the energy is changing, right? The cycle is changing, right? And yeah, Nine of Pentacles is here. I feel fortune, like if you follow the spirit, with the, even though you may not like the advice that you're getting, like pull back in this space of getting some enlightenment in the spirit and listening and following the pathway that the spirit is saying, you're going to run into some good luck, some good karma. We have joy that's sitting here too, but right behind joy is confusion. It's confusion. I definitely feel somebody is confused. Joy is at the end, though. That's that good karma. We see growth is next as well here. Growth is here. We have growth, we have perfection. Maybe somebody is feeling like, you know, they have to be perfect, or the scenario has to be perfect. And that could be based on this influence. You know, maybe with this artistry card, you're trying to create a sense or a picture of perfection. But you're still in the student mode, like you're still learning. And you need to be guided, I feel, in the spirit. Like to stay in the spirit will help you clear up some of this confusion that we see. Thank you, Father, for letting me be edified with this message, that I may serve you. Let it be, me be so full in that service that I may edify and serve your week, so that they too may be edified and serve you, Father. And as we come together and conjoin and unite over the principles that you will bring, this one, yes. Yeah, somebody is lies and deceit in the past, something that maybe you're trying to steal away with, you know. Maybe you feel like you're stealing away, somebody's stealing from you or taking from you, or something that's sneaky going on, you know, something that you don't know about, some sort of, I hear that gossip card, again, like maybe all of these sources, people talking about you behind your back, you know, not really for sure of what these influences, what the influence that's in here is doing, you know, it's not for your good. And that's probably, again, I feel like the influence of something drove you into the spirit, into that hermit space. This right here, this, yeah, look, that's the third star. The spirit is trying to guide you out of this, trying to reveal to you, to show you what the things are that are against self, you know, whether it's other people against you, other influences that are against you. We got the Knight of Wands, and it fell out on the floor in reverse, and I picked it up, it was reversed, yeah. You know, somebody that's not prepared to take action. The Hangman is in reverse to show that you have the ability to move forward, but maybe you just not moving. Maybe you still sitting there, like again, in that hermit space, like you haven't moved forward. I feel like the spirit is speaking to you, to move you, to guide you, to push you, but you are not prepared. Somebody's not prepared. They are indecisive. They're not for sure what choice to make, I feel. And the spirit is trying to guide you away from lies, deceit, things that are against your highest good. Things that may be stopping you from growing, or maybe the spirit wants to grow you and you're not able to receive that. Block. I think it's something that it wants you to block out, to stop, to block out, or maybe you blocked yourself off, like caged yourself in. I feel you blocked yourself off and caged yourself in. You're not moving. You don't want to take any action. You don't want to do anything. We have help is here, but I feel like it's a challenge. Like somebody doesn't want the help, or you don't see how this is helping you, how you're being prepared to go into a joy season, a season of joy. We have the Magician here. Crack that open to the Magician. They popped out earlier with the Devil energy. You know, maybe somebody is trapped in, you know, some toxic, a toxic type of mindset. Again, the influences. What type of influences are you under that's how allowing you to, not allowing you, but preventing you from moving forward, from clearing the confusion? You know, if you are under some sort of influence, a dark influence, you know, that's keeping you confused, the spirit is here trying to break that, to reveal onto you, to show you, to reveal onto you with the despondence card, to tell you, to show you what it is behind the scenes, what each of these swords are. You know, what are they? Maybe somebody is trying to steal away with the truth. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody doesn't want to face the truth, like you blocked it out, the truth. But this hangman is in reverse to show that somebody is kind of stalling. They're resisting the change. I see false prophecy. Like, you know, maybe you're in your head about the influence. Somebody is telling you lies. Somebody lying. And we split right here on the world card. So we have the wheel of fortune and the world, both indicating the end of a cycle, right? So that you can come into a space of joy. And here it is, the Knight of Swords. That's that rushing activity. I feel like the spirit is rushing in to reveal, to show you the star. Renewal, hope, faith, spirituality. Giving you some sort of optimism and inspiration. And we have that 3 different times. Start here. And we have the star here. Trying to reveal onto you, rushing in with that rushing energy to show you what this is. What is the sneakiness and the deceit behind the scenes that's leaving you confused, that's got you caught up in your head, right? Because whatever it is that's got you caught up in your head definitely ran you into the hermit space, into self. It's causing you some confusion, even though your hangman, it's like you've been illuminated, you know, like you know the truth, but I feel like there's an indecision on doing what you need to do. Knight of Wands is in the reverse, like anything that you're not prepared to move forward. You don't want to move forward. This person usually takes, like with the Knight of Swords, quick rushing action, ready to rush in, like moving too fast, you know, like you have the ability to move, you have the clarity, but you don't know what to do. Like you know the truth, I believe, but you don't know what to do. I just feel, you know, like you don't feel prepared to make the decision. That's what it is. You don't feel prepared to make the decision for what, and you are in the spirit about this whole thing. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to move around? How do I free myself? And the spirit is with you heavy to guide you out of this, to close this cycle. Maybe 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you've invested a lot in this. Maybe you don't want to walk away from what you've invested. I hear that. Or maybe the spirit is saying that, you know, let's come away from it before you've invested too much. This, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody moving slow. That's that slow moving energy, challenged by slow movement. That's all it's feeling like. Somebody not prepared to move. You don't feel like you ready to move, ready to go. Maybe you feel like your bread ain't right. You know, maybe if I, you know, take my time, I can, you know, change my bread. This one. Yeah, 3 of Cups. We got, maybe somebody is also, you know, got slow moving energy that they challenged by. Maybe something going on with the money. Maybe it's other people involved. But Spirit is saying that you haven't invested a lot, or maybe you feel like you're going to lose what you have invested. 6 of Wands is here with the 3 of Cups. To me, that could be lustful. Somebody, you know, feeling a little egocentric. Somebody that's successful in what they doing. You know what I mean? Like they, you know, just out here feeling like, you know, everybody, or maybe you feel like everybody can see what's happening. Like everybody see it. Again, because this is not hidden with the hangman in reverse. It's out in the open, you know. And somebody may be considering blocking out some stuff, or that's just the advice from the spirit, just to block stuff out and to move forward. Block stuff out and to go forward, you know. Because I do feel like somebody with that Six of Wands, like sitting up, you know what I mean? Maybe even though they feel like maybe they're taking advantage of some sort of disadvantage. You know what I mean? I feel that. Like maybe somebody is keeping you confused, or got too many people at the table and they are using some sort of victimizing story, some sort of victimizing situation to gain success, to one up on people, I feel. With the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands, I feel like they are using something like that sob story. Like, I'm at a disadvantage and look at me win. And people celebrate that. You know, they kind of get into the victory, woe is me story. The victory, woe is me story. Yeah. Because we got comfort right behind that. Look at that shit. Comfort right behind victory. Like somebody who could use this, like, oh, I've been through this type of story, this, that, and the other, and look at me, I'm successful, and they win people over to their side for that. Like, and they're able to play on that type of energy. King of Cups, somebody who knows how to use emotion. They can give it, they can show it when they want to. But, I mean, look at this, King of Wands energy. It's more egocentric. It's like a tool that they use in order to do that. And here's the Knight of Cups energy, like that romanticism type of energy. Like, it's a tool that they use with that six. And maybe it got you to the point of where, like, oh, I'm in this, and it's like supposed to be a good, stable relationship, but somehow or another you learned the truth. You learned the truth of what's really behind here. And maybe something is telling you to block it out. You learn that there's been some nonsense, some trickery, some tomfoolery, some manipulation behind the scene. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Choices. You know, somebody's, you know, on some toxic choice type shit, I feel. Like, or it's just a lot of different options. And Nine of Cups to me is like somebody's holding something back. And who? This King of Cups. You know, they know how to use this woe is me, disadvantaged type of mindset to gain success. And I would feel like to gain women, girls, you know, it causes conflict. You know, that's the cause of the conflict. It's more than one cup. It's not a Two of Cups situation. It's more than one cup. And they use their disadvantage or woe is me type of victory type of story to gain support, to garner support. This one. Yeah. But again, here's the Wheel of Fortune. That's the other one. We already called it. Karma is coming. The type of karma, the change is coming. Change is coming. This wheel is coming. And this cycle is getting ready to come to an end. This cycle is going to end. And you're going to move forward right here. You're going to move forward. The energy of it is ending. You're going to move forward. It's going to be a rushing energy, something that pushes you, propels you forward into a happier state, into a happier space. And we saw that rushing energy with the spirit right here. I don't know if they're coming in with the truth, like you're going to find out the truth, you're going to see the truth, or just the spirit is going to help you enact, you know, to take action based on the truth. It's going to help you. Queen of Swords, yeah, block some shit out to come into a space where you're going to block stuff out. You're going to protect yourself from the things of the past. And that's that block here in the beginning. You are being called to block something out, to move away from something, to have push something away from you. And the spirit has said it at least 3 times, to follow the spirit away from who? This person that's using emotion to manipulate you. I feel emotion that they are using to manipulate you. And it's definitely got you caught up in your head and confused over the bullshit, the lies, but I feel like it's going to be shown to you with all of these 3 stars. And when I tell you I just lifted up this star, off the deck. And what's behind that star is the world. This cycle is coming to an end. It is. What you know and that you don't feel like you are prepared to move away from, you're going to get the strength. The spirit is going to come through to strengthen you. I feel energy behind this. You may not feel prepared now, but the spirit say the time is now because you haven't invested as much. Like, you don't want to invest any more time in this. You don't. You want to do this. Block out that past anything that's coming up behind you. You know, anybody that's looking to use your emotion against you. Use your logic and your thought. You know, because you already know what the hangman here in the reverse. Like, you're in light and the light and sun is on your head. You see it. But for some reason, it still got a tie to you. Like, you're still tied to this spot. Like a cord, something that maybe it's a part of a negative pattern, I feel. Something, again, that you've been influenced by, that's having you create or recreate these scenes in your life. I feel that with the artist, like, yeah, the artist is somebody that paints a picture, but depending on what your influence is, will reflect in what you create. And the spirit is here like 3 times trying to guide you and to talk to you about, to clear your confusion about what you're confused about. And to be in that space of learning. And even finding, again, the ability to stand up for yourself. Because look what's behind that is the polys. This is a polygamous relationship. More than one person. More than one person is here. And maybe this person wants you to be okay with polygamy. If that's y'all job, then that's y'all job. I mean, everybody work it out how they want to work it out. But it appears to me that the spirit is calling you to grow past this situation. Like, to leave it alone, to move forward, to follow the spirit into something more stable, something that's truly, you know, that would truly bring you a sense of joy and peace and happiness. Because I don't think that you feel it. I feel like you're in the shadow, you know, that there's a cloud over you. I see this person's mouth is wrapped up like they're not speaking, like they're not communicating their true needs, you know. You know, maybe you're not saying it out loud. You know, maybe you're speaking in the spirit. You know, maybe that's why you look so upset. Because you don't have the ability to speak it out. I have an emperor here. You know, again, that's taking that leadership type of activity role. You know, standing up for yourself. You know, the leader. That could be a person that maybe the person is not like an emperor. I don't feel the other person is. But I feel like leadership, taking a stance for yourself with that rebel card, like, you know, leading the charge, leading the way, especially with that Knight of Swords, rushing energy. You know, really feel leadership strong, really heavy, standing up for self, taking this wrap off of your mouth and stepping out of the shadow. You know, maybe you're doing stuff to kind of pacify and just release, you know what I mean, where you don't feel what's going on. And maybe you need some help from your soul tribe, you know, others that will, you know, be there with you, to support you, to give you courage, to help you move forward. Because maybe it's like a leap of faith. Again, the star 3 times come out to say, follow the spirit, stay in the hermit. 6 of Cups, somebody playing off those emotions. 6 of Cups is emotions. Somebody using that against you to do what? To hold you up, to delay you, to hold you up, to tie you. Maybe even to the bed. You know what I mean? Maybe this person, I mean, because people do sex magic all the time. They do. You know, some people who, again, that ego, womanizer, you know, using, you know, their stories, you know. But here it is again. Block it out. Maybe you need to block something out. Projection for your protection. Or for your protection, you need to do some rejection. Do some rejection. Follow the spirit. Again, it's here really, really heavy. Wheel of Fortune, karma. Again, that hangman is heavy. Cycle closing on this. So if you are a person and you feel like, you're not really prepared to move forward, Emperor is here. Again, you're not really ready to take charge in this situation, like to come to balance, to terms with all things that it is, and to let it go. The spirit is guiding you. You've been illuminated. You've been illuminated. You're showing up as an empress now. You've been illuminated, and you know that it's time for you to move forward. Like the spirit itself is trying to help guide you. You don't like what you're being told. You're being told about this manipulation, what's been happening, and to make a choice to bring some justice, some balance back into the situation so that you can move towards your joy. That's what I feel. Who? Spirit right here, the star guiding you. We have this Emperor. Take charge, take leadership. You've been illuminated. You already know the truth. Judgment was out earlier to make the choice, make the judgment, and you have to be strong. Show some strength. So show some strength. That's that Emperor. Leadership, I feel. That Knight of Swords, rushing energy with that spiritual help, that momentum, I feel. And again, stopping on justice to make that choice. Fairness, harmony, truth, equality, balancing things out, cause and effect. Sometimes people do stuff and it causes you to put in boundaries, to walk away from some shit, to follow the start, to follow the guidance. Creativity, opportunities for renewal, hope, faith, purpose, spirituality, inspiration, optimism, insight. You have the insight. You do. Spiritual love is not pleasure, balance, healing. I really feel spirituality, inspiration, insight. Having that insight. The spirit is coming to give you insight. Healing is here, the temperance, to bring you into a place of peace, place of joy, a piece of joy. Bring you into a place of peace and a place of joy. And judgment, again. Judgment has been called on this situation, and the spirit is trying to guide you out. You just are not prepared to move away from it. And unfortunately, things tend to get worse and thicker and thicker and thicker as you refuse to move away, as you refuse the good advice and counsel of the spirit. You will challenge all of your abundance that's being offered to you, right? It will be held up, especially if you attach to somebody that cannot go with you. It's calling for you to isolate yourself so that you can discover something else that's going on with your self-worth or your sense of self-esteem. Maybe even giving you, an insight into how you can persevere through this change, how you can persevere. Maybe you're somebody who is a workaholic, or they're challenged with working a lot, or you're challenged with working a lot. It's a lot, I feel, that's going on with this. But with this rejection card, Father is definitely calling you to let something go. Impartiality, something is affecting, again, influencing your viewpoint, especially with perception here. Impartiality in a challenge backed up by perception. Something is challenging, has an influence on how you are looking at things, and you don't feel prepared to block this thing out with the Seven of Wands. Rejection for your protection, so that you can recover. You can get back into a place of joy. Again, isolation is here. Father is calling you into a hermit mode and telling you to listen to the spirit. That you have the ability to persevere. You do. You do. We have complacency in the reverse, which is saying it's time for you to move, to take action, to bring some balance back to self. And that's with judgment too. Judgment is the scales to bring balance. The tower is right here. Behind that, we got devil energy. Judgment to devil energy with the tower. This whole thing is going to come down. And that right there is justice. That's bringing back the balance. And look what's behind that. The world and the star is leading it. The spirit is showing you this manipulation. It is. It is. But are you prepared to see it? Are you prepared to come to balance? Can you balance it out? Are you prepared to move forward with the quest? Is something going on that you don't want to balance out? You don't want it. Maybe it has to do with that insecurity, because we said just a minute ago that it's coming to show you something about your self-worth, self-esteem. Do you feel like you're worth more than somebody who's going to gaslight you, use their disabilities or dysfunctions against you? Soulmate, coming back to yourself. You probably feel like this person was a soulmate. Maybe they sold themselves to you as that. Maybe you felt like y'all had a service to each other, an obligation, or a work to do. You would accomplish a lot of things together, maybe, I feel. But I feel like it has ran its time. It's ran its course. It is a disservice to you at this point. The illusions behind the moon are being shown, and you're being called to block out the stuff. Yeah, foolishness. Block it out. Because they're playing on your emotions, because you're a loving, kind person. Again, we saw the King of Cups and you're a Queen of Cups. Maybe this person, again, was masking themselves as your soulmate, matching your energy in some sort of way. But now the truth has been seen, what those Seven of Swords was. The lies, the sleep, the sneakiness. Again, sneakiness with other people, other energies. We saw those Three of Cups, that the spirit was saying that there was other people involved. This one, yeah, Page of Cups. Maybe they want to apologize. Maybe they need to apologize. And they were offering you a small fish. It wasn't an Ace of Cups for the love. Eight of Pentacles is how they were working. Maybe, again, we saw a workaholic, that somebody was a workaholic. And wasn't putting in enough energy, or they used that as an excuse to do what they did. That's kind of coinky thing. Yeah, we got relationships again here. Oops, almost dropped a whole half a deck of cards. We finna wrap it up. Relationship, maybe you thought it was going to last forever. It was going to be like, again, that soulmate connection. But somebody is going to end up single. That's that Nine of Pentacles, single type of energy. Somebody's going to move away. Move away from this situation. You're going to block it out and move away. I feel you will follow what the Spirit is saying. And once you do that, that's that Ten of Cups. That's that joy that we saw. And somebody else is going to be left in the Five of Pentacles. They're going to be challenged over what they lost. When you finally decide to walk away, to move away, they're going to be hurt. Because they don't think that you will. They don't think that you will. Because they're using your heart, your comfort, what you give to have victory over you. They use your emotions against you. Somebody, again, going to be single. You're going to choose to walk away. And that's that Knight of Swords, rushing type of energy, rushing into action. Something is coming in. Something is getting ready to happen to reveal to you what the real is. The moon revealed onto you so that you can heal. Stay into your strength, because this situation is getting ready to end. And that is the truth. That's justice. That is the choice that's been made. And again, temperance right back to show that is driven by the Spirit so that you can heal, so that you can block things out, that you can reject things that don't serve you, what's not good for you. When people coming at you with bullshit, just a page of cups when you deserve so much more than that. You deserve so much more than that. You do. You deserve this. Joy. Joy. I hear joy. Pump it up and rain. Keep it going now. Sunshine and rain. Maybe you're impatient. Maybe, you're not prepared to move. You're not prepared to act because of the work and the perseverance that has to go through, that you go through when you heal and start all over again. Somebody may not want to do all of that. Yeah, the work that has to come, that has to ensue to come back to balance. To balance yourself out. Working in that enlightenment, to enact what you already know, and to come back together with self. But once you do that, you will instinctually call in your soulmate. And I think that's where perfection comes in. To realize that your whole self, flaws and all, is perfection. You grow with that. Like, to just be good with who you instinctually are. Your rawness, your realness. This, both of them. Vanity and facade. We have vanities and relationships out of obligation. Mysticism is here as well, and I'm feeling a push here. Despondence. May not see how the Spirit is working things out. It's cloaked. It's not revealed to you how the Spirit is moving quite yet. It's not. Some things, like in terms of the truth. You are not prepared to move, but the Spirit is going to move you. And again, you're not prepared to move, but the Spirit is going to move you. You may not be happy about it. The Spirit is going to move you. It's going to send you off somewhere into a different direction. It's going to take away the things that don't serve you so that you can actually move into a true place of joy and peace, harmony, balance. I hear recovery, restoration, healing. Because something that was sent, designed to trick you, is challenging you. And you are learning how to reject that. Father's advice is to pray. Pray. You might be challenged by what other people will say. And maybe that's why you haven't moved. Maybe you're not prepared to move and face what other people may think, right? Or just prepared to face the judgments that you think will come. But screw that. You have miracles and abundance that is waiting for you down the line in that joy. And yeah, you may feel like you're confused and that impatience is here, but I think the Spirit is going to reveal onto you the real, the why. You know details about what's going on, but I feel like there's more going to be coming out. There's more. Isolation is back. Is it this? This? Okay, the little bitty kipper. I told y'all I felt Father was going to pull me to another deck of cards. That we didn't have them all out. This is a little bitty kipper deck. We already felt like it's another energy involved. Somebody who likes to use their victory story to gain comfort and camaraderie and make connections, Sasha. Yeah, false person. This person is false. Yeah, they like to use their woe is me story to, win people loyalty, to bring them in like flying monkeys, I feel. Expectations. Maybe they set expectations that they never meet. You know what I mean? They have you keep anticipating, and it never pans out. It never comes through, And maybe it's the reason why it doesn't come through is wrapped up around some sort of woe is me type of story. Grief and adversity. Why it doesn't pan out is always wrapped up in some sort of woe is me story, some sort of grief or something happened to them. And they always facing some sort of challenge. It's always something going on while they can't. And they keep you in this hopeful situation. Like again, I said somebody was playing on your emotions. I feel like they playing on their emotional connection to you, and they know how to do that. Yeah. And we see a thief here. And that's that same as that Seven of Swords, where the female was sneaking out the window, but this one is sneaking out the window. Like maybe they are stealing your emotions, they are stealing your joy, stealing your hope, stealing your peace. You know, all of that stuff that really matters, the priority. We have meeting here, but what I feel, we have a rich, good gentleman. Maybe that's a part of the expectation that they will take care of you, help you, or that they was just supposed to be your success in love. We saw that soulmate card. Like maybe this was supposed to be it, and to walk away from it, you know, you feel like people are going to talk, they're going to gossip, you know what I mean? Because again, like success is supposed to be like maybe somebody thought that they were going to get a lot or gain a lot, you know. What is that? Is it money? I hear like affluence, like just the look of it. And that's what I was feeling when I saw that vanity and facade card in here in the chakra deck. Like people, like the look of it. Great happiness is here. Like the look of it, not necessarily the realness. It's the influence of what media shows you that life is supposed to look like. It's supposed to look, again, that great happiness. What is it supposed to look like? Almost feeling like it was a miracle, but maybe it was false. You know, somebody's selling you a pipe dream, and the way they did it, the manipulation, the lies, the deceit, you know, is leaving you feeling like they robbed you of your joy. And maybe it's been happening for a long time, or you've traveled a long journey. You know, you've gone through a lot, I feel. Your journey, your travel, your road, this road you've been on has, you know, been long. And somebody thinking, we got his thoughts. I feel like that in terms of manipulation, like this person is only thinking about self and how they can get over, how they can keep up the look, the facade, the energy, the influence, yes. Marriage card, yeah. Maybe I felt like somebody was courted to something. Maybe you got married, or you have some sort of, I feel like there is investment, but not a lot. Not like something that can be disbanded. Like you can just go ahead and, you know, work it out. But some of you could be married. You know, this could be more than one person, and somebody could be married and find themselves trapped in. We got journey, again, like you've been going through this for a while. Like, you know, and behind that is a long way, too. Like somebody has been on this road with this person for a long time. Not just a few years, but like a long time. We got home. Something is not okay in the home. It's not. We got a prison. The home probably feels like a prison. These two. Home probably feels like a prison, like you're trapped in it. And we have good gentlemen, and we have the house, and we have theft. A change is coming. Somebody's acting immature. You have a child with this person. Maybe you guys have children. And that's another thing that's keeping you courted, keeping you stuck. You're not prepared to make the action to move away from this, even though you know that there's infidelity. Somebody is doing some, children. Right back, a little child. Will never tell you what to do. Expectation is here. You know, maybe you expect things to change, to hope. You know, we saw a false person again. Maybe the false person again, I just said it, and it's right back out. Stop. Maybe you hope this person will change. Maybe you have an expectation that they will change. You can get things back together again, that you can make it work, that you can heal it. that you can heal it, that you can get things together. We just have some patience and faith and just wait, you know, because you're not prepared to move. You're not prepared for the situation to change. But the Spirit is calling, is creating something new. Creation is here. Creating something new. Something new is going to come out of this. Unfortunately, can't tell you what to do. You make your own choices. But if it's something that's not making you happy, they are manipulating. You know, we got a couple of things. They are manipulating. We have the Magician with the Emperor, somebody taking leadership in organization or organizing something against you. We have Justice, again, with the Hierophant, same card, Hierophant, counsel, or somebody making a decision about what's going on behind the moon, and it's going to be a just, fair decision. Yeah, and it's all being led in the Spirit. All being led in the Spirit. Hierophant, again, wise counsel. To rid whatever was taking place behind the moon, whatever you're not prepared to handle. And we see the page here, which is, like I said, a little bit of love, not a full cup, offering you bullshit, I feel. Just enough to keep you on the hook. I feel just enough to keep you on the hook, almost like breadcrumbing, I feel. And that's, yeah, just enough to keep you on the hook, like breadcrumbing, something to just keep you right there. But you are in the Spirit, like trying to figure out how to release these burdens. You do feel the loss, and you're not prepared to take on all the weight. And looking at what has been lost, you know, that's going to be a lot, especially with a child, you know. Not for sure what type of, again, investments y'all have, but Father say you guys can take care of that. Like you have a kid, that's a major thing, but it's not so much invested that you can't walk away. You will get back whatever that it is that you feel like you've lost, because you truly don't lose anything. You can always call back the energy of your seed, because somebody is on that romanticism player type energy. You know, Page of Wands, get prepared. Prepared to create a whole new life. It's getting ready to come. Again, you're going to be moving forward into a different direction. Three of Wands and Two of Wands. Planning to move forward, setting a new vision. It's getting ready to come. And you're going to be okay. You're going to be in a position to show your perseverance, your self-worth, your toughness, your ability to get through and heal, be protected all at the same time. And what did we say was at the end of it? You, ultimate joy. Ultimate joy. 10 of Cups, love. Ultimate joy. But single. And somebody is going to be left out. Somebody is going to be highly regretful, right? But you got to step into your leadership. Lead yourself. Get organized. Get prepared, I feel. Get prepared to lead yourself. And the Spirit is going to guide you using your intuition so that you can get back to balance. Back to balance with the Six of Pentacles. I feel the scales, the equal give and take. Balance, still balance. Well, guys, this is what I have for y'all here on Tears and We Tarot Show, where you show enough, never know what you gon' get, right? Conflict is here, but you're gonna block it out. You're gonna choose to block out this conflict. You see how she done packed her bags? He pissed as hell. Somebody is gonna pack their shit up and get the hell on and block out some stuff. Protect yourself. Move into a whole different direction and create a whole new life. A whole new life. You're probably going to run into a whole nother soul tribe after it's all done. Anything else, Father? No? Okay. Well, that's it, guys. I love you just like I love me, because I love the source that made the idea, the infinite intelligence of the all and the breath of life that connects and feels and binds us all. Yeah, again, somebody's going to have a whole new vision moving forward. Maybe that's a part of your delay. Have to formulate the vision. What do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? And moving towards that, can you see anything else outside of the loss of those 5 cups? Of the 3 that got kicked over and spilled over and blew down? Can you see past the problems, the issues, the burdens, the, whole situation, what you're taking on, how much you're going to have to juggle? Can you see past the illusions that's coming to blind you? But the moon is here to enlighten you, to tell you to rest in the spirit, that everything that's done in the dark is going to come to the light. That light is going to come in, and you're going to be able to trust it, and you're going to be able to close out this cycle. You're going to be strengthened to close out the cycle and have the greatest opportunity. We saw joy, we've seen abundance, we've seen miracles. All of these are that opportunity to have a brand new life, to create real love, real joy. Not something out of a side, not something that somebody kind of manipulated you into, but that Queen of Swords energy, blocking out toxicity, 7 of Cups options, being able to discern what is the good cup for you to sip from. What is the good cup? Moving away from this type of energy. Maybe it was something in that attracted you, that had you fall for the okie doke. A little bit of bullshit. But the bullshit is illuminated, and it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on. And again, that's the justice. That's the choice. Time to move on. To the next now, y'all. Love you. Ashe.